Demann, welcome
Yes.
to How You Grievin, the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's it's been a long time coming.
Oh my goodness. Yes, yes. 6 months,
Oh
5 months.
yes, no, it ain't been that long. Well, technically it has, but we linked up and did some stuff when I came to LA. So I mean, technically, we.
Yeah, but my
But it wasn't.
at that time my father hadn't uh I didn't know my father was gonna pass away. He was sick, but he hadn't we didn't even know he was gonna the turn that
Yeah.
happened. Yeah. So he was just uh in the hospital.
So before we get to it, I do want to let you know I appreciate you joining me, and I'm glad that you're finally here. Right. So
Yes.
you are in California,
LA.
and some yes. And how long have I known you? Have I known you for a year? Has it been a year or 2 years? I think it's been
Definitely,
two.
definitely. Ooh, eh, that's a good question. But I know for sure it's definitely been a year. For sure,
Yes.
for sure. So maybe it's a year and a half.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go a year and a half. Wow. Time flies. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we're gonna go straight into the question. How you
Okay.
grieving?
One day at a time. It's an emotional roller coaster because of me being who I am
Mhm.
spiritually has helped a lot in knowing my purpose in life and what I do. I normally would help the griever. It's kind of like the psychologist that needs a psychologist or the motivational speaker that needs a motivational speaker.
Yes. so so your dad passed.
Yes.
When did he
Uh,
pass?
he passed on the 29th. His birthday was on the 28th. And on the 29th, just that next morning, right after his birthday, let's say at 3 o'clock, the doctor's like, "You need to get up here, get back up here," because I was in Austin. I had got him a Lakers jersey, so I was so happy that he was going to be wearing his jersey and wearing his Lakers hat. And when I got to the hospital, did not know that Daddy was that sick because of my family. They thought they were protecting me by not telling me the truth, which is you.
Wow.
There's like, oh, he's frail, but no one says, no, you need to get here. Your daddy is transitioning. So I'm thinking I'm buying stuff for daddy who's going to be, I'm like, Daddy, you're going to be all right. Because he would get better and then he would, get sick again, get better, COVID. I'm like, why does he keep on getting COVID? And he kept on saying, I want to
Yeah.
go. I want to go. So I have now learned when people in that kind of
Hmm.
situation, when they say they want to go, they pretty much want to go
They
because you got to
wanna
have a
go.
will to live. You got to have a will to get out of bed just daily, a will to go to work. So thy will be done. And his will was that it was done. He was like, I don't want this. So then mentally and spiritually, you let go.
So how did that make you feel just knowing that? Because I know in the culture, we do a thing where, or there is this thing where we feel like we're protecting someone from something, from an illness, or from something that we feel like they don't need to experience. So, how did
It
that make you feel?
it did not make me feel good at all. So to feel unprepared and you feel like I wish I had more time. So part of me, one of my family members who knew that he was really transitioning, she said, I did it to protect you. I would have gotten to Texas because my dad was in Austin and I'm here in LA. I would have got there sooner to know that I had a little bit more time. So part of my grieving has been I wish I could have just had one more week with daddy, one more day with daddy to just ask daddy questions or can you got some words of wisdom for me? Or so I didn't get to have that opportunity. So it's kind of now part of the grieving is living with not having that chance to ask the questions that you might have wanted to ask.
What is one question that you wanted to ask him or that you think people should ask their parents while they're still here?
Ooh, that's a good question. That one I would have to. I don't even know how to answer that one. Um, I know what I wanted to ask. I didn't know if my dad was proud of me. And
Okay.
I think as a child, you want to know, and it's not about being narcissist or being your ego being stroked. You want to know, like, am I as far as your legacy? Are you in certain situations? When your parents are not really on you, but do you feel good about this person that you brought into the world if you have that opportunity? Some people's parents are just against them because of lifestyle or their husband or their wife.
Yeah.
But me, just like I'm like, this daddy even get me, So I didn't know if my daddy got who I am because I'm uh an
Yeah.
interesting person, I would say.
Wow. So, are you familiar with the 5 stages of grief?
I've heard of them, but I don't know. I would say I've heard of them, but not knowing them step by step. So I don't know where I am in grief. So yeah, please help me out.
Okay. So, I added I added one. But they're I'm gonna tell you what they are. They're not in any particular order. They all can be experienced in the same day, in the same minute, or in the same week, right?
Hmm.
So depression, denial, acceptance, anger, bargaining, and bargaining is like well, if I would have got there earlier, maybe he wouldn't have passed. Or maybe if I would have did this right, then maybe this person would still be here. And then the sixth one, this is what I added from my own experience, and it is suicidal ideation.
As far as thinking I could have done more to keep him here, I know I couldn't have. My sister and I, we were on the phone talking to doctors nonstop, nonstop. And I commend my sister because yeah, she did what big sister should do.
Yeah.
She definitely. I would say if I got into a crisis or when I was in a crisis, my own self with medical, my sister stepped in. So it's always good to have somebody who's very level headed and not going to scream at the doctors. They're going to be stern, but not scream at the doctors
Hmm.
because they have your loved ones' health in mind, and they can make things good for them or uncomfortable for them. It might be
Yeah.
unprofessional, but they still have the power to do that.
They have a lot of.
So my sister was really good with handling the nurses and stuff like that.
Nice. That is definitely necessary. I feel like I've been that person. So that's cool because when you can't be that, you need somebody in your family that can do that because your brain is just somewhere else. And some people just really aren't capable of doing that. So, I know you said you're an interesting person.
Yes, because I don't even know how to. So my Instagram name and my Facebook name and is Demann and Demann. So
Yes.
I'm this big. Um, entity somewhat because I'm a Renaissance man, and that's what makes it. So I'm the singer songwriter, the published photographer, and my main job, interior design. And in this last year, this motivational speaker, and I didn't even know I was going to get into that. I knew I had a gift. Um from a young age. I just didn't
Hmm.
understand what the gift was. And then it's as daddy started to transition, like this whole year has just been about people telling me, oh my God, oh my God. And then it's like, you're the motivational speaker. And my clients are saying that, come and talk to me and my husband. I'm like, what?
Wow.
So I definitely know my path, but it's a big, it's a big job that I didn't ask for, but I still love it.
Now, see, I didn't know about the motivational speaker part. I got to put this down in my notes because I didn't know.
Yes.
I missed that
Yeah.
part.
I am the cheerleader for the underdog. I'm definitely the cheerleader for the underdog because I know what it is. It's kind of like the have and the have-nots, but the person that's in the middle. I know what the worker needs when it comes to my design clients.
Yes,
So I know how their staff might feel and things that they don't offer them. Oh, my friend told me I'm a grounder.
a
Like you have the
grounder.
positive and you have the negative. And then when you have electric, you have a positive and you have a negative, but then you have that green wire that's it's the grounding wire, so you
Yeah,
don't get a
I like that.
yeah. So I'm like, let's look at this coin on the other side, you know. Let's What's the other perspective to this? So I just kind of give people options. That's what I do. And being the motivational person, let's review it this way. Or would you be okay with? And I ask people, would you be okay with kind of, you know, instead of telling them this is what it's going to
Yeah,
be, you got to give people. Would you be open to this? To hear this or hear that?
yeah. Hmm. That's dope. You added something else on to your very long title.
Resume, yeah. So, but Chat GPT did do
Oh
something.
my
It wrote
god.
something, and I'm like, okay, thank you, Chat. I don't know
Let's
what
go.
to tell you what
Yeah,
it said about me, but it has it. Thank God for Chat
that
GPT
is one of the
in a sense.
that's one of the things I enjoy about you. You got your hands in everything. And like some people put their hands in everything and then they take their hands out. You put your hand in it and you keep it there.
Yes, yes. So that some people are jack of all trades, master of none. No, I'm a
Yes.
Capricorn. Capricorns out there,
All
uh,
right.
and I don't start something if I'm not going to finish it.
Yeah. Yeah. I appreciate that about you. Before we go any further, you did say something earlier about you gave the dates of your dad. You said it was the 28th and the 29th. Is that what
On
you
his
said?
birthday. So yeah, the 28th was his birthday,
What month?
and of September.
September. Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, so
Wow.
it's still new. At first, when you because there was that question you asked. At first, I was the grief was just on me where I didn't want to come home because if I had to
Yeah.
when I came home and I was still, so how I kept myself from feeling the pain, I kept myself busy with work.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and so I knew when I came home, I was gonna have to sit with myself, and that was just gonna be too much. But when I would get up, it would hit me, and then I was zoom, busy, 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 busy. And finally, I had to get a therapist, and I didn't know at first. I didn't know if the therapist worked at all. And then my client, who's a therapist, she said, "Well, at least you have someone to talk to."
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes we don't want to put how we feel on our sibling because we know that they're grieving, or our moms, or our dads, or our cousins, because they're feeling the pain too. So I didn't have anybody to that I felt that it wasn't too much burden for them. So the therapist was just good just
Mm.
to put it out there, even if she didn't have the answer. And it's not really their job to have the answer. The answer is inside of you.
Yes. But it's good to have that other person that has the education and can like help guide you
Hmm.
and not persuade you or anything, but just guide you. That's all it is guidance and help you realize and help you realize things about yourself and your
Yeah,
experience.
I a person who didn't like to take medication of period. I'm the natural, pretty much the natural person, but
Mhm.
knowing where I was, and I'm never a depressed person. I don't that word was never part of my vocabulary or my life.
Yeah.
But I was in a place that was, and it's still a little darker or grayer than it's ever been. But I had to say, okay, you know what? I might be chemically off now because of this because of the grief,
Yeah.
and so I'm now on on the other side of that bridge. But I
Okay.
sometimes as people of color, we don't want to. First we don't normally go to a therapist, and we're especially a black man because you're a black man,
Mhm.
and most people that I know that were grieving, they told me they had their experience with the therapist was bad.
Yeah. Okay.
And not knowing that you can go, okay, that therapist didn't work, you can get another therapist and another
Yes.
therapist. But they just stop at that one person. Okay, I don't want to do that. Therapy's not working. And it's again, it's not, it's up to you to fix you and prayer and or whatever you believe in that's higher than you.
I'm really glad you touched on that because that is absolutely correct. And granted, of course, like everything don't work for everybody, but at least giving it a shot and saying, okay, like this therapist did not work for me. Let me go try another one because I feel like this is what I need. So that's what you did. And I can relate to that as well. So I'm glad you did that. And I'm glad it worked for you and you found somebody that you can talk to. That
Yes.
is important because, like, when you're going through grief, you feel like you're a burden. You feel like people are like, okay, like your grieving should be up now. It's been about 6 months. Like, get over it, And then everybody else goes back to their normal lives, and then you still grieving, and you're like, well, what the hell? What about me?
Yes. And for me, some people didn't know my relationship with my father and they thought they really knew me. A lot of their friends like, I know you, Malcolm, but they don't know you. They
No,
think they know you. It could be you and your sibling, be- and you grieve differently. Your relationship with mama or uncle or auntie or who cousin or your in your situation with your sister. We're two different people. Our heartbeat's different. So why should we feel the same when we're different people. We walk different. And so uh some people think I should be really good now. But
yeah,
when you look like your parent and you look in the mirror and you see him, for me, when I see me, I see my father, it's like, oh,
yeah.
yeah. So it's a little, you can't escape yourself. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I see daddy. I see daddy because I see me.
Wow. Ah, man. What is what's coming up next for you? Because I know you're very busy, and I know you have a show coming up.
Yes, since this happened, me the singer, I've
Hmm.
done I did Juneteenth, put on a
Yeah.
smile, uh, and you got to perform for the people.
Hmm.
I was going on tour with my friend Nick West. And Nick is one of Prince's bassists, um, and she's in Brazil. Just in Europe, just all of Europe and Spain, and then I don't. I'm supposedly going to go on tour with her, or maybe the second half of the tour. But then I have design jobs. So right now in Hawthorne, I'm doing a historical building that's at one time people of color was not welcome in, but
Wow.
I'm now renovating this building. So that makes me very proud to be a
Wow.
part of something in the city of Hawthorne. Um, and I'm still in Baltimore. So I'm design jobs are just there for me. I feel so blessed that I get to use my gift to make these people
Mhm.
happy.
Okay, okay, okay. I look forward to I need to see some pictures or something or a
Oh yeah.
sneaker.
So it's going to be a lot more pictures on Instagram, a lot more music that's going to be released, a lot more music videos, and my presence online will be like, will this dude get off of here?
I mean, your presence online is very like active. I feel like I get on my phone and I'm like, does this man like even sleep? Like, how is he active on every single page he has? It does.
It's going to get even more intense.
I'm like,
I
what?
want to leave a legacy for my godson. I want him to have something to see as a person who speaks life into people. I want him to
Yeah.
just to see it, and I'm happy that Jarrell. You haven't had a chance to meet Jarrell.
No.
I can't wait. The person that I've been a part of his life to see him shine, and I see me and him. I'm like, okay, okay. I'm yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Yeah, your legacy is gonna be it's good already. So I look forward to watching, continued watching. Um, so how the hell do you juggle everything in the midst of the grief?
That's what it was. The juggling, everything um, gave me no time to grieve. So that was me running
Okay.
from the grief. And so the therapist's like, okay, you can run, but then one day it's going to hit you.
Yeah.
So either you deal with it now or you deal with it later, and then it's going to be even harder. So I'm
Hmm.
learning to, uh, I'm in the car. And I'm like, hey, daddy. And,
Yeah.
I'm talking to daddy in the car. And I have a lot of my father's shoes. He loved clothes and shoes and things like I do. And so I have all of his brand new shoes. So I'm like, Daddy, I'm wearing these shoes today. You
Yeah.
know, Daddy and I are going to work and today. And my I would say kind of like Godfather was John Witherspoon. Um and so I have John's something. It's me, John, and Daddy. The two men that pushed me to
Yeah.
go. And John was always gonna go like, Demand, make sure you get paid. Make sure you get paid, you know. And when Daddy was not saying anything, John was definitely an actor person in my life. So it's kind of like grieving two men at the same time. And
Wow.
John was everybody's daddy. He's pops. So to see that, so Pops was like Pops to me, where I
Yeah.
worked for John and Angela Witherspoon for, ooh, I don't want to tell my age, but for many years. Yeah, so you got to Google it to find out. But
Yes.
it's two of them, so you can pick what age you want me to be. So, but my spirit is young. So anyway, just juggling it. This just part of who I am. I'm a Capricorn, and we just go. A January Capricorn at that.
What day is your birthday?
January the 8th.
Oh, okay. My mom's is the 13th.
Okay, so you know how they go. You know how we
Oh,
go.
yeah, I
The
know.
Decembers are a little bit different. They want to just have fun,
Correct.
supposedly. But the January, we plan it out. We're gonna plan things. We're gonna, you know.
Yeah, she does well at planning, I guess. Um, have you written any songs about your father? Or just like anybody you miss, past relationships?
Oh, I have, yeah, my album or my EP is entitled Love Stories. So love in every form. The love of God, the love of self, and the love of wanting love, being in love, but I have not
Mm,
written a song for Daddy. That's uh,
yeah,
it's coming, but uh, and
you're
it's
an
that's
artist. They
like
gotta come to you.
Daddy is just to even say the word for me. That's one of my I've learned trigger words. This is probably the most I've said that since he's been gone. That you'll do as people that if they do grieve, they'll learn like, okay, I can't do this or that smell. It smells, sounds, songs that remind you of that person. So
Yeah, that is accurate. Yeah, there was something that I couldn't do. Right? This is and I don't want to make this about me, but I am going to tell you this story. So, I'm back in Atlanta, right?
mhm.
And I feel like this is where my life kind of began. And the very first apartment I had here was with my sister.
Oh.
And it's on the south side by the airport. And I was like, I never have a reason to go into these apartments. So I'll just deal with that when that time comes. And like, I am like, sometime I'll go to the south side, like if I got to drop somebody off at the airport or whatever, but I don't have to like go to those apartments. So I can like ride by the street. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I had some fellow flight attendant friends come in town, and I was like, "Oh, I'll bring you home. Don't worry about it." Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know me. I'm just like, "Yeah, let's go. Sure." Why they lived in the same apartment?
Oh my God.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning. So I dropped them off, and I was like, "Wow." So I dropped them off, and I just had to pull over and like take a minute because it was like one of those things I was avoiding, and then it finally just was like, "No, come on, let's go. It's time." So I say that to say when you do have those experiences and you do finally start to do those things, it makes you feel different.
Yeah, but yours, that situation, I don't even know how I would. I gotta ask you, how did you deal with that? Do you feel like God had you there to finish healing some part that might have not been healed or something?
Yes, yes. I feel like he allowed me to close a chapter and open up a new one.
Okay.
So yeah, I feel like when I was there, I was like, wow. And I like kind of almost cried. I think I might shed a little something that came like to right here, maybe. But I didn't break down, but I did have to pull over and just take it in,
Mm-hmm.
because I had to just really appreciate the moment. But I did feel like I closed the chapter. Like, okay, like what's next?
Well, I'm proud of you. I haven't, to be honest, I have not done because again, I'm dealing with grief the best way that I
Yeah,
can, and we all deal with
yeah,
it the way we deal with. I have not went back to put the ashes where I know I want his ashes to go. My aunt has not unpacked his car.
okay,
All of his things are in the car, and she's like, they'll just be waiting for you."
yeah,
I am. I don't know if it's going to be next month, the following month. I am just not. I'm not ready to deal with it. Uh, as much as advice I give to other people,
yeah,
yeah. So I say everyone, yeah, grieves the way they grieve. Some people eat it. Some people smoke it. Some people sex it. Some people work it,
yeah.
and that's and that's how I am dealing with it. I am working it, but I am just the chapter will be closed, but uh, maybe in September.
You know, don't put a time limit on it. Just do you. Do you. But the only advice that I can give you is just make sure you breathe in the middle of it all. That's it. Do you. Don't worry about putting a time limit on it. Don't worry about doing things and just do you. Because it's about you. It's about
Yeah.
you. So just make sure you take care of yourself. What has surprised you the most about yourself on this journey?
Sometimes I want to say that I'm stronger than I thought I was. Yeah, I would say that I'm stronger than I thought I was, even though I haven't dealt with it. But me, I'm at a new stage of grieving that just recently started, and that's at first I didn't cry.
Yeah.
It was it would be in the maybe in the morning, but I was not gonna cry during the day at all. And now I have become a little bit, well, a lot more sensitive. So that's my new part of grieving.
Okay.
Is it's made me, I told my sister, I was like, I just feel like a crybaby now. And that's definitely not me. I'm the leader. And then with Jarrell, I have to guide. And with my friends, I have friends that are 25 to 72, and I'm there. They come to me for advice and support. And now I'm like, oof, yeah. So I've learned to give
Yeah.
myself time to do like a spiritual bath or whatever, or like my time out. So I'm still stronger than I thought I was, because I didn't even think I would be going this far.
Okay. Wow. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
So, yes.
I'm proud of you, and I'm happy. I'm happy that we met. I feel blessed that we met. You have a kind heart, a good spirit, uh,
Yeah.
and it had to be divine timing, because as he was transitioning, that's how, going back and forth. That's definitely when we met. So yeah, he was doing that for almost 2 years. Yeah, it was almost 2 years, and
Yeah.
so who else was going to talk to this about? Because you knew all about grieving, or or what you know about grieving. To be like, okay, be kind to yourself.
Yes. Yes. Like, I don't think you know how like important you are to me.
You
Like you have
inspired
a
me. You lit a fire. Like, oh, okay, all right. Because I didn't know anybody online that would even want to talk about grief,
yeah.
or just period. That's not a therapist.
Mhm.
So just to start, you know, even though your sister transitioned, but she's always with you probably when you do these interviews, because she's the reason that you do what you do. So she's
Yes.
definitely a part of your life.
Yeah, I tell everybody that's why all this purple is around.
Okay.
And you got plum going on. So sometimes she creeps in other people's stuff now.
Okay. Right. Out of all the rooms in this house, I'm like, where am I going to do this today?
Yeah.
Because I'm doing construction and some renovating here in my house. And I'm like, okay, let me find some corner. And that's why I'm sitting in the corner, but I'm not being naughty.
I am going to lighten up the moment and we're going to play a game now. This ain't no regular this is a simple
Okay.
game. Because
Okay.
I be telling people I don't like to play games, so I gotta make it a simple game. So we're gonna do a little word association. And so when I say a word, I want you to tell me where it takes you. First memory or the thought that comes to you from just one word. And it is specific to grieving, healing, or just letting go.
Okay.
Okay. Um, let me look through. Let me see. Hmm. I don't want to make it too deep. Reflection.
That is deep though.
Wow, dang.
Ref- So you want a one word answer? Hold on. Wait, let's go back to this. You want a one word answer, or
It can be a
where does it
one word
take
answer.
me?
Yeah,
Or
whatever you have to say. One word, nothing at all is fine.
reflection, growth,
Growth,
hmm
lessons.
daily.
Mm. Just want to ask everybody. Sunday dinner.
I miss. I miss those.
Wow. Uh, Truth.
Always.
Mm. It was so deep without going so deep. Uh, so, how do you think? Look, thank you for playing my word association game.
The best thing for me is to make those people proud. That's what I so daily what keeps actually what keeps me going even when I don't want to go. I just want to make daddy proud. Daddy he would take in a stranger. I've taken in strangers. My mom has taken in strangers, and we're not thinking about this person's there to hurt us or
Yeah,
harm us, but we have those things in common that we know God is going to protect us, even though we invited the stranger in. But it's because Spirit told us, bring her in, bring him in, take care of this person, treat them the way that you want to be treated. So, um,
yeah.
yeah, that's where I am.
What is one thing that you would want the people to know about you during this time? Or like what is one thing, one way you would like people to treat you around this time?
No, that everyone is treating me. I feel like everyone's treating me,
Mm.
um, um, treating me good. I don't feel
Yeah.
at the beginning. I thought it was a little. I had my roommate shocked me. He's like, um, I'm going to the funeral with you. I'm like, what? He went
Yeah.
all the way to Austin. He paid for his plane ticket, paid for the hotel, paid for a rental car.
Wow.
And my client, Vernee Myers, people may know who she is. A lot of people do. Vernee was so there and just, are you okay? You know, and the next week, and the next month, and the next month. So, like you said, once after the funeral or homegoing, people some people don't reach out to people anymore.
Hmm.
Mhm. But if you, if you've been blessed to have the right circle, and my circle is very small, my circle there it's a good circle, and they're there, still making sure I'm okay, and I'm making sure they're okay.
Uh, that is beautiful. Uh, I'm I'm glad and I'm happy that you have those people around you because it's very necessary. Um, thank you, Demann.
Thank you. Hopefully, I answered the questions right, and I didn't ramble too much. Um,
You did just fine. It was perfect. You were so nervous in the
yes, because this
beginning,
is not my normal
calling me.
platform.
I know, but I kind of made you sit down.
Yes. My sister's like, I'm normally preaching to people. I'm like, I'm not preaching, I'm teaching. But
Yeah.
this is a different conversation.
No, but see, it is, but it's not. You're still preaching and you still teaching. Somebody gonna learn something from this conversation.
I hope so.
Yeah, somebody will get something from it. Hopefully they do. That's the point of it all. Hopefully they get what they need, whatever that is, you know? And I thank you for joining me. And yeah, just thank you. You bring such a light. Like, it is a light that exists. Like, when I talk about you, I just light up because, like, I don't know what it is. It's just your personality and your spirit. Like, you have a really good heart. So it just, like,
Thank
when I
you.
talk
Thank
about,
you.
but the funny thing is, before I let you go, when I talk about you, I'll be talking to my aunt and I'll be like, yeah, demand this, demand that. And she'd be like, what?
Yeah. I get that. Who, man? Yeah.
On demand? I'd be like, yeah. She'd be like, what you watching? And I'd be like, no, demand. Then she go, oh, demand in California.
Yes. That demand.
So the people know who you are
The
in my
man and
life.
demand. Yeah.
Oh yes, yes. They know that you exist and that you're demand and yes. So I'm rooting for you as I've always been.
Thank you, and
Um,
likewise.
yeah. So thank you for coming to How You Grievin the podcast. Oh, and I have last words that I'm supposed to be saying. Oh my goodness. So remember, I'm not your teacher, but I've learned a lot from my own journey. And remember that How You Grievin podcast is just where we share real stories, real pain, and where we heal. So let's do this thing together, okay?